Yeah.
And go for it.
And we're good. Yay! Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm so excited about this call because they always say only take advice from somebody that you would want to change lives with. Like, you obviously wouldn't take financial advice from someone that's broke. You wouldn't take marital advice from somebody that's divorced and has crappy relationships. You wouldn't take business advice from somebody that's not successful. So I am so excited to have our guest speaker on tonight. She is so amazing. I follow her and I'm pretty sure I'm obsessed. And she travels more than anybody I know. Like, she has the life that people dream of. And so who better to have on this call? She's triple diamond. I'm going to let her share. I know she's earned over 50,000. I don't know how much exactly in bonuses, but Alejandra Salas, can you come on and share your story with us?
Oh my God, you're embarrassing me. Hi guys. I do travel a lot, right? That's something that a lot of people say. It's so funny. Well, I love traveling and I love that I get to travel thanks to this business. But hello everyone. So I want to tell you a little bit about my story. My name's Alejandra Salas. I'm now a triple diamond. I started in the business January 1st of 2014. So I actually started as a New Year's resolution. I've been a bartender and a waitress at different restaurants and just like bartending nights, like coming home 5 a.m. A few nights a week. And it was pretty good, the money, but I was starting to get so tired of just like up all night, sleeping all day. I had like the opposite lifestyle of everyone else that was at work, and I was sleeping all day. And it was just, and I love to travel. So it kind of hit me when it was my boyfriend's birthday in February, and I asked them if I could take like a week off or the weekend off so I can go to Puerto Rico with him. And they basically told me that I could go, but I wouldn't have a job when I came back because they needed to keep that bar packed or whatever, and they were going to hire somebody else to take my spot. So I kind of at that moment just decided that, you know what, I don't even need to come back. I'm just going to go 100% to this business. And that's what I decided to do. And I don't recommend that for everyone to just quit their job out of nowhere. But I do feel that for me personally, it did give me the fire that I needed to like really, really make it happen as fast as possible. The fact that I needed to make that extra income was really what pushed me. So when I joined, I went all in 100%. And I actually hit Ruby the following month after I joined. And at that time when I joined in 2014, they had this bonus where it was like get to diamond in 3 months after joining, and you get the $10,000 diamond bonus. So that was my goal. And I remember when I was Ruby, I had asked one of my friends to shout me out on her Instagram. She has like thousands and thousands of followers. She dates like celebrities and stuff, so she's pretty famous. And she has a nice body and everything. And she basically told me that she doesn't want to post any gimmicks on her page, that she likes to lose weight naturally, even though she's had many surgeries. But so when she did that to me and she kind of shut me down, I was kind of like, ew, like we're friends and I asked you for something. But then after she did that, I was like, you know what? I don't need her freaking shout out. I'm going to go and I'm going to get to diamond no matter what without her, and I'm going to show her. So I kind of was like angry at that. And I literally went from Ruby to diamond in like 3 weeks. When I went to Ruby to diamond in 3 weeks, and the following month, Mark, he's so amazing that he decided to extend the bonus 1 more month. So if you hit like the next rank, you would get the next bonus. So I was like, oh my God, double diamond, $15,000 bonus. I'm going to do it. So I actually was in Japan with my boyfriend on vacation while I hit double diamond. It was so funny because I only was working on Wi-Fi, and I had my chart in my purse. It was all like wrinkled up, and I was like charting people, but I was away on vacation, and when I came back, I hit double diamond, and I was just like so proud of myself. Around that time was like starting the summertime, so I was like, I'm gonna buy a jet ski and I'm gonna enjoy myself. So I bought a jet ski, and I was just out there enjoying myself, going around New York in the water and the jet ski, and it was just like I was posting about it all the time, showing off, because all these people that were like, what is she doing with these wraps and these ugly before and after pictures? Like, people are following me and stuff. And I just had this thing in me that I just wanted to show them that I did it and I'm here and I'm doing it. And it just feels so amazing now, like 2.5 years later. Now I'm promoted to triple diamond this March, and I got the $50,000 bonus. And to be triple diamond, you need a diamond, a double diamond, and a diamond. But I actually have five diamonds and 3 double diamonds on my team, because we all went to conference. And all the girls that are double diamond on my team now, they went to conference as a ruby, and they all came back diamond and above. Like, nobody is less than diamond that went to conference. So that's like a huge tip that I have for everyone, is definitely get there. So that's a little my story.
I love that. With ticket sales for conference coming any day now, you just touched on it, but really, how important is it for them all to get to conference? Like,
I told my team, get a credit card or something, like put it on there. I know that some of you are like so tight with money, especially around this season when it's like back to school shopping and everything, but like, it's gonna sell out the same day that they go on sale. They sold out last year, and they had no space for everyone, so they had to open up a separate theater where like everyone went and just watched it on a big screen. So, you know, it's gonna sell out really, really fast. So 100% get a credit card, put some money aside from this check, or sell some wraps, or get a fast start bonus or something. It would be around $200. I think it was around $199 last year, and then he gave us 3 wrap rewards so that we would be able to make the money back. So it's definitely 1,000% worth it to go to conference, like 100,000%. If that's not even a real number, but that's how worth it is to get there.
I love it. At conference definitely changed my whole entire business. I went getting paid as a ruby, and 3 months later I was triple diamond. So I feel like I tell them all the time, you got to go. But when they're only hearing it from one person, I feel like, yeah. But I love to get that confirmation. She's another triple diamond. She's earned over, so you've earned over like 70.
It's 50 and 25, so it's 75,000. Yeah,
$75,000 in good bonuses, and she's telling you that every person on her team that went to conference is now diamond and above. So it's definitely worth the investment. So how do you build your business? I personally build my business from wrap parties. What do you teach your team? What's the best way that you suggest building your business?
I split it up. I definitely tell them that it depends on their personality, because I have girls on my team that they're doing back-to-back wrap appointments, blitzing, and wrap parties, and they're just out there talking to people all the time, and that's what works for them. So I encourage them to keep going and to keep building how they're building. And then I have other girls who are more like introverted, like myself, that we prefer to just be on the phone texting and following up and messaging and all that stuff. So that's how I build my business, is kind of just posting, messaging, liking people's posts. I have this website that I use called Instagress.com. So Instagress it's not an app, but it's a website that you go on, and they give you a 3-day trial. So basically you sign in with your Instagram. You how does it work? I did it so long ago and I just left it running, but you go on Instagress.com, you sign in with your Instagram stuff, and you post like how many likes you want to give, how many comments you want to give, and then you it asks you for a ton of examples of comments that you want posted on people's profiles. So I'll post like an emoji, then the next one will be like fabulous, another one will be like oh my god, love it, another one will be like a smiley face, another one will be like hey girl, I love your page, another one will be like hey, keep it up, I love your post. So it's like tons of comments of all compliments. Some of them are like hey girl, have you ever thought of doing what I do, ? And you have no idea. So like how many people tell me like yes, I have thought about it, or yes, I do. I have other ones that say hey, I would love to work with you, and a smiley face, and then they DM me and they're like work with me how? So then I tell them like, well, if you have a few minutes, I would love to show you an opportunity video on what I'm talking about. And that's it. So it kind of opens up conversation. So this Instagress, it runs straight for 3 days, just posting and liking and liking and liking and posting, and it only posts comments, the comments that you leave. So it's not leaving like weirdo comments. I always make them very general, and I always make them compliments. So I always have a ton of comments back saying thank you, thanks girl, thank you, whatever. And then I've had comments back, people telling me, thanks girl, I'm gonna order from you soon, I've been thinking about it. Like, so it's kind of reaching out to people. And the way that I have it set up is you can set it up on the computer to only comment on people that you're following. So I did switch it at one point where there is an option where it follows people for you, but that was horrible for me. It was following people in Afghanistan. It was following men. It was following little kids. And those are people that I don't follow at all. I only, like, personally, I'm not telling you guys to do this, but personally, I only follow women that look around my age or older. You know, some people look very young on their profile picture. And I personally don't follow men, but you guys could. Obviously, there's a lot of men, top leaders and stuff. So that's just my personal thing. But so I choose who I want to follow, and then I let Instagram comment and like all those people that I followed. So that helps me build a lot of relationships ongoing. So it's a 3-day trial, and then it's $10 for a whole month. But the month is only for the time that it's running. So if I shut it off while I'm sleeping, for example, that time is given to me. Like it's only 1 month of ongoing time. So it also lets you set up a schedule of when you want it to be on. So I have it go on every other hour. So I turn it off 1 hour because it tells you on the website for you not to really be too active on Instagram while it's working, because then it's like too much happening from your account and you could, like, it alerts Instagram. So I have it, for example, from 4 to 5. And then at 5 o'clock, I'll start a power hour where I'll start following people, messaging, and whoever liked my comments, I'll message them. So I'm working my Instagram starting at 5. And then because I know it's going to start running again at 6, I'll take a little break. I'll make something to eat, whatever. And then at 7, I'll do another power hour. So I kind of work my day like that. And I also have alarms on my phone that remind me to post, because I do have like ADD. So I could just distract myself and just do other things and totally forget. No, like seriously. So I do have alarms on my phone that remind me of certain things. But I love the how do I explain it? I love the flow of what I'm doing. Like I have the Instagram, I have the messaging. I'm always posting. And what I try to do with my posts is I always try to be the happiest person on my timeline, because everyone is so miserable, especially now. Moms are having to wake up earlier to get their kids ready to school, and they're hating life because they have to get up super early before work and get their kids ready to school, then go to work. And then they're scrolling on their phone, and I'm like, at 10 o'clock, I'm like, good morning, I'm just waking up. I'm so thankful to be in bed, whatever. I have a coffee mug that says Boss Lady, and I put it next to my Steps to Success, and I'll take a picture and I'll be like, just working from home, loving life, whatever. So I'm always being super just motivational and happy. I'm putting motivational quotes. I'm putting like just stuff that make people want to keep following me, that have followed me back. And then I do before and after pictures, but I always make sure that every picture I post looks real and that it also is very clear. I don't use those like pictures that people post over and over that are blurry, or that they're like humongous in one picture and like skinny and it's like after just one wrap. I don't post those kind of pictures, because then I'll get comments, I'll get text messages from customers saying, hey, why doesn't it work for me like that? Because it's not really realistic. So I also alternate between like hair, skin, and nails, and then greens. And I'm home a lot, so I don't really do I work my business from home a lot, so I don't really go out too much. But when I do, and I have my makeup on and stuff, I'll throw a few It Works shirts on, and I'll start taking pictures with different products, and then I'll switch my shirt, take a picture with another product. So I have a bunch of selfies for the whole week, even though I'm like home just laying with my dog, so that I have a lot of selfies, because you don't want your page to be just like ads and pictures and pictures of other people. So, and another thing that I do for my team is when I add someone to our team page and I welcome them, and other distributors add people to the team page, I tell everyone that they're allowed to use those pictures and welcome them on their own Instagram. So I tell them, always use pictures of new people that have been added to our page and just say, oh my God, I'm so excited. I would love to welcome Kimberly to our team. I'm so excited to see her journey, blah, blah, blah. So I tell them, don't say that you signed her up, but just say that you are excited to see her grow within your team and you're so excited for her. Because that way your followers are seeing like, wow, there's people joining. It's not just her doing this crazy rap business. Because whoever's following you, they're probably only seeing your post, so they might think you're crazy. But when they see you posting results of your own customers and people that are joining and other people that have promoted and you're shouting them out, then it becomes more of a real thing. So I work mostly on social media, but I have girls on my team that are like 100% rap parties, and I teach my team rap parties because rap parties is the fastest way to promote. Like 100%. Who was it? Like Jade Hooper, for example, she built her business on Instagram 100%, and she didn't get to Ruby until her 4th month. And that's because it takes a while to get people to get to know you. And it takes a while after you follow people. They're not just going to order from you. They're going to watch you. They're going to so it takes a while. And then there's Barb Hauser, who's now an ambassador. She went diamond in 9 days after joining. Like, she joined and she just called everyone, made a hundreds list. And she said, I'm coming over. I want to rap you. I'm coming over. Like, she literally every hour she was driving to somebody else's house, back to back rap appointments, rap parties, and she was signing up distributor, customer. She got to diamond in 9 days. So that's the difference that I feel between rap parties, which is faster, it's on the spot, sign up now, and then there's Instagram where you are working more from home, but it does take longer. So I definitely feel 100% both are very important.
I love that. I totally love that. I feel like we all have different personalities, and something that works for one might not work for another, but that is important to make sure that I do have people that come in right away and they're like, I only want to build on social media. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But first of all, just like you said, like, it takes time to build that. Someone isn't going to be like, oh, she just started doing this, I want to join her right now. So it's definitely important to make sure that you guys are still reaching out to your family and your friends and doing those rap parties, because just because you want to build on social media doesn't mean that you can't do both. One thing that I wanted to ask is, when you have a brand new distributor that just gets signed up, what do you do from there? What do you suggest? Like, say I just signed up on your team, now what?
Okay, so if you sign up on my team now, then I add you to our team page and I shout you out, and everyone just leaves comments like welcome. So all of a sudden they're very excited to be a part of the team. And I made my own training website. It's called rapstarnation.com. So there, basically, what I did is I took a day out and I just recorded myself talking about what to do in your first 72 hours. Then I made another video on how to go Ruby. Then I made another video called tools to help grow your business. So in that video, I talk about blitzing. I talk about anything to grow your business. I talk about blitzing, rap parties, Instagram, Facebook, messaging. So I talk about all that stuff in that video. And then I have another video, I forgot, something about like rules to get started or something. It's like basic training videos. So I put them all together on a website, and then under that I put the steps to success sheet, and I put the Ruby chart, and I said print these out and start your hundreds list and watch the training videos. So for example, the first video, which is like welcome to It Works, I talk about the importance of having an auto ship. I talk about how to turn your auto ship into getting more money and wrapping people and being commission qualified. I also talk about when people turn off their auto ship, it lets your sponsor know that you're basically quitting the business, that you're not really in it anymore. So they kind of stop working with you as much. and I talk about, messaging people what to do with your first 30 days. And I have a video called 72-Hour Loyal Customer Challenge. So I tell them to not wait for their business kit, and I tell them to try to get all their loyal customers before their kit comes in the mail. So, and by doing that, I give them a script saying like, hey, I'm so excited. I just started with this business and I need you to give me your support. I need 3 people or 4 people to try any product that I have for 3 months in a row. And I would love to share the greens with you or something like that. And then they ask you, what does it do? And then I tell my distributors not to memorize anything, because if they feel like they have to memorize ingredients or they have to memorize what the greens does and what it has, then they kind of hold off on messaging people until they learn, especially the greens. The green personality people, they'll stop and they won't message anyone until they know every ingredient, until they know. So I tell them to go on their website, whatever it is, .mayaworks.com, to click on shop and to look through the products and just read them, the bullet points that are on the website. So I do that, and then on Sunday nights, I have on my team page, I go live on Sunday nights, and it's a new distributor training, because I realized that I was training my new distributors like pretty well, but if somebody like 5 levels below me enrolls someone, they might not know how to train them, or they might not even send them to our training website. So I kind of felt like I wanted to take more responsibility on just training new people from the beginning. So what I have everyone do is add everyone to the Facebook team page, and I set reminders on there like, hey guys, remember Sunday night at 9 o'clock I'm going live. So everyone tags their new distributors, and I tell all of them to set an alarm on their phone, because sometimes you want to go on the training and then you're making dinner or something and you forget. So I tell them to make sure all their new distributors set an alarm for 9 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock I go live. And I'm just like, hey guys, I'm so excited to welcome you all to the team. And then what I do is I go in my eSuite and I click downline activity for the whole week. And I shout out all the new distributors that have joined that week. And I say, I want to welcome this person, that person, that person, that person. And then some of them, they'll comment. They'll be like, yay, I'm so excited, whatever. And then I'll just talk about the business kit. I'll show them what's in the business kit, because most likely they haven't received it yet. I talk about everything that's in the beginning, the steps to success, and I tell them all not to wait for their kit. I get them excited. I kind of just fire them up and tell them to not listen to anybody that's doubting you and just do this. And I kind of prepare them, tell them that your friends and family might say no. They might not even reply to you when you ask if they can order something, but just keep going. And, I just kind of motivate them, and it's like an hour long. And then right after that is always the It Works Sunday night call at 10.
Yeah.
So at the end of the video, I direct them to the Sunday night call. And then that's really it. Then I focus on working my business, like enrolling new people, because we could fall into management mode by always training and training who's there, but then you stop enrolling. So I like to just train everybody Sunday nights. I make sure all my new distributors are tuned into that, and I just go over everything with them. Oh, on that training, on the live training, you can flip the screen or show your screen or whatever. So I show them when they want to enroll a loyal customer, I show them how to do it. I show them to click on shop, to scroll down, add it to the cart, and I tell them to click on enroll with auto ship. I tell them to make sure that their customers have the same billing and shipping address and all this stuff. Because I realized that a lot of times I was telling people to get loyal customers, and then they kind of know what a loyal customer is, but they don't even know which website to sign them up on, or they don't even know how to do that. So I go through the steps with them on filling out the name and the address, and I tell them make sure everything is filled out, even the phone number. It has to be filled out in home and work, or it's going to give you an input error. Then I show them how to do that, and then I also go into the eSuite and I show them how to get themselves off of commission hold. And if they have no auto ship on, I tell them how to turn it on and how to make it ADBV. Just all the basic stuff, showing them how to log in. Because that's something that we miss a lot when we're training people. We're like Ruby, steps to success, but they don't even know how to log in or what their ID number is for or anything like that. So I always go over that. So that's something I do.
That. That's a really, really good idea. I love it. Jen, do you have any questions?
Holy moly, I'm taking notes.
So am I.
Oh my gosh. First of all, thank you so much for coming on. I'm like getting so much information, and it's just so cool to get different ideas because everybody does their business so different. So I so appreciate you coming on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of any questions that I have. I'm still like,
I know.
That's so funny. Well, a lot of things that, something that I realized for like 2 months, I was doing like way too much new distributor training. It was just new distributor training all the time. And then I started to feel like my leaders were not getting the same kind of training for their level. So I do like Zooms. I have my diamond leaders like in separate messenger chats, like Facebook messenger chats with their team that are working. And I always tell them, like, anybody who's not working, not responding, take them out of the group chat because we only want to talk to people that are going to respond or that are going to, like, work. So I have all my diamond leaders in different Facebook messenger chats. And then let me show you, for example, like, I don't work with everyone on the chart. Like, for example, this is a diamond chart. I'm telling this is my distributor. I'm telling her that this ruby, she's in the ruby position because she's going to work on her ruby chart. And this ruby over here is going to work with these two people, and this executive is going to work with these two people. So I'll go and I'll have a Zoom with this diamond leader, this ruby, and this executive, and I'll go over her ruby chart, and I'll show her how to place customers here, how to stack distributors under these two people. And I'll show the executive the same thing about placing loyal customers or stacking distributors and stacking volume. And I'll go over how they can build their own chart. And the same thing goes for this one. So it's not like the diamond having to do all this work. It is like that in the beginning. This chart has been rebuilt many times in order to have a good ruby and to have a good ruby. Because all you really need is a good ruby and like an okay executive. Everyone else can like be stacked with volume or whatever. So you just have to keep building until you find someone within there that is a good potential ruby and help that person get to ruby so that you have a chart where each person is able to do their own downline. So then I'll have a Zoom with my diamond leader and her 3 rubies, and I'll kind of go over how they can coach their team and themselves, So I'm practicing layered leadership with them because I'll go crazy, having to like build all these teams. And my diamonds and double diamonds are kind of going crazy now too because as their teams are growing, they're having to overlook more like ruby here, emerald here, another ruby, another executive. So I always like when I'm placing someone under another distributor, I just tell them like, hey, I'm so excited. So I have you on this girl's team. You guys are going to work so amazing together. And then I'll add her to like our Facebook chat. And then I'll just be there in the chat so she doesn't feel like I left her with somebody else. Because obviously they joined with you because they want to be trained by you. So I always make sure everyone gets the same training. But I do connect them so that they build a relationship together so that while I'm building other legs, they have support with them too. Ooh. So
if you're not muted, can you guys please mute yourself?
It sounds like somebody sneezed. All right. Okay, so that's what I do.
You just said something that made me think of. So when I was going diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, I was always taught to place people. I don't care really where they are. If there's an empty box on my chart,
yeah, that's how I do it too.
I will fill it. I don't care if that, honestly, like if I need a ruby and none of them are working, but I need that ruby to go diamond, it's my promotion. But I have some people on my team that say they're going for diamond and they have an empty ruby and all the distributors are filled, but nobody's working. And they're like, well, I don't really want to put volume there and have that person get a paycheck because then I'm building their business for them. And I feel like you're not building their business. You're building your business. It's your chart. It's your diamond chart. If you want that promotion, it's going to be up to you. So I'd love to hear how you feel about that.
I feel exactly how you feel. I think you have to take your feelings out of the equation and just really know that you're building your diamond chart. If that ruby's not working, first of all, if you're placing all that volume, they're going to get paid a small little check. Like, they're not getting much because you're the enroller of all the distributors. You're getting the fast start bonuses, you're getting commissions, and you're getting paid as a diamond. So who cares if you're building that person, because that person that you're building is temporary until, like, maybe a distributor 400 leg that you put somewhere under that ruby could potentially be the person that you need to work with. So you start helping them get to ruby, and they eventually compress up and replace that person, which I call Felicia. I'm like, all people that don't work, I'm like, bye, Felicia. So I'm like, just replace that person and just like, that's it. Just build them for now. Who cares if they get a paycheck? Like, whatever. You bless their family. If they don't deserve it, it doesn't matter. But take those feelings out of the equation, because you're never going to promote. Like, there's always times, even building to triple diamond, even building to presidential diamond, you're going to have to fill up a whole leg that might not be the right person, because it really comes up to timing. Like, if somebody signs up and you need to start a new leg, they might be that first person on that leg, and everyone that signs up after just goes under them. And it doesn't mean that they should be a diamond leader. It just means that they signed up at the right time to be your diamond when you want to promote. But someone in that leg is going to be some kind of leader, and you work with them until they can promote and promote and promote and take that diamond's place. So that's how I do it. I just build. If there's an empty box, I don't care if it's 11 levels down. If that box needs to be filled to complete a chart, then I fill in that box. I don't care about levels. I don't care about pay levels. Like, all of that will take care of itself later. I build the chart. I place volume under that chart, and I always place first under the new distributors, like for fast start bonuses, and then I go to whoever needs volume. But that's how I do it. I have some distributors too that are like, oh, but I don't want to place under her. I don't want to, like, I do something in my team a lot. I don't know if you do it. I don't think I have it here. It's called stacking. Yes. So if I have, which is my favorite thing in the world, like,
how do you do that?
And we just learned about this like this year. If I knew that like 2 years ago, I probably would have been somewhere else by now. But for example, this girl, Gabriella, whatever, she's not working anymore. She has no auto ship. She has like nothing, but she has like 150 in volume from old customers. So I want to replace her off the chart, but I'm not going to take her off the chart like I used to. I used to take her off the chart because she's not working, and I used to just put another distributor there. But now what I do is put the other distributor under Gabriella, and then I get that new distributor faster qualified, and it adds volume to that leg. And some people look at it as like, oh, but that distributor is not working. Why am I giving her a distributor? But like, I just totally am like, just shut up. Just don't think about that, and just stack that person, because that's how you replace them. Because that new distributor under Gabriella, for example, you're working with them, you're helping them get customers, and Gabriella's not going to be there forever. Her old loyal customers, at some point, they're going to stop running their auto ship. And whenever she gets to 0 in personal volume, she's off the chart, and that person under her bumps up into her spot. So it's like a temporary stack, but she'll be replaced very soon. And that's just, you want to use every piece of volume that you have. If she has 150 volume, I'm not throwing that out to put someone there with 0 volume. That's like moving backwards. So I always stack the charts, because our compensation plan is so amazing that the cream rises to the top anyways. I don't care if somebody's like all the way down here. If they're working and no one else above them is working and they start to quit, that person starts to move up closer to me anyways. So I like have no feelings when it comes to placing people. I'm just like, I don't care if she's working or not. She's on my diamond chart, double diamond chart. I'm going to promote. And then later on, I'll work with whoever was working. Because after you promote to your rank, then you have time to rebuild and help other people that deserve it. But when you're going for like a... Oops, sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Am I here? Okay. I had a phone call. Okay. So, when you're looking to promote fast and you're just like sick of being at the same rank and you're sick of just like your paycheck and you need like the next level, you do not have time to wonder who's going to work and who's going to get their own distributors. Like, you have to get all the distributors, you have to place all the volume until you're able to like have a chart and then maintain. Like, for example, this chart that I showed you, this ruby is working, this ruby is working, and this ruby is working, but this is not her original diamond chart. She promoted to diamond in March. So in March, it was all different people on this chart. Now in September, we just put this chart up where it's all different people than there was in March, but she's still a diamond. She's getting cab bonuses, and she's getting paid as a diamond while she's rebuilding her diamond chart. So that's what I practice a lot, is get there and then rebuild.
I'm so glad you said that about stacking, because that's personally how I chart. That's how I built my business. Not one of the people that were on my double diamond chart are in my business today.
Yeah, me either.
But if I sat there and waited on who's going to work, I wouldn't be diamond still. And I've been in the business for 3 years. There's never going to be a time where every single person on your chart's working. I guarantee it. Never is there going to be a time where every person on your chart's working. So that's when you need to realize that this is your business, not their business. Obviously, you're helping them with their business, but it's up to you if you want to make it happen. And that is your chart. So I get frustrated when people are like, well, I don't want to build somebody else's business. It's yours.
Or sometimes I'll ask my distributors like, oh, how's it going? And they're like, oh, my ruby isn't working. And I'm like, I didn't have rubies that worked either. Like, when I promoted to diamond in 2014, none of those people, not even one person is on my chart, because they were all just people that just signed up, and I placed them and I did everything myself, and I got to diamond, I got the bonus. If they didn't want to stay in the business, that's 100% up to them if they want to quit. But a lot of them are still following me, and they're commenting now like, oh my God, you did it. I can't believe it. Congratulations, whatever. Some people just don't believe in themselves, or they're just comfortable with their 9 to 5. They're comfortable with their life, or maybe their husband is paying all the bills and they're just fine. They don't like have that motivation or whatever. But there's other people, like, for example, the diamond chart is 24, 25 people. All you need is 2. And like, really, that's kind of how it is. Out of 25 people, there might be 1 or 2 that are actually going to work, but it's not going to be where that's your ruby and your emerald. It might be someone down here and someone over here, and you slowly work with them as they promote and start to take places of that executive. Then they replace the ruby, and then finally months later, that person that you thought was a leader, they're now at the emerald position, and now you've rebuilt. Then you guys stack that chart together so it's strong, and then you guys both promote to the next rank with a strong chart.
Yes.
So, that's how I do it.
Love it. I was gonna say something and I just completely forgot what I was gonna say.
So I have a question for you, Shauna. So how do you book like wrap parties? Do you message people, or do you post about try a wrap for $25 and then you ask them to do a wrap party, or how do you book wrap parties?
Yeah, I do that, but I like to book wrap parties from wrap parties. Like, if I'm at a wrap party, I'll try to get another one. But another way that we do so many wrap parties is that they're not all mine. They're pretty much my team's wrap parties.
The launch parties, yeah.
So I go to everybody that I could possibly can go to. Like last weekend, I was in Anaheim. The weekend before, I was in Rancho Cucamonga or something. Both those places are over an hour away from me, but it's important because that's a leg that I'm really working strongly with right now. And if they're going to get a party together, I'm going to go. And I feel like at the beginning, people might not want to do a party because they're scared, and so I just am like, well, I'll go. So just book it and I'll be there. So
my only problem with that, when I would do that for my team, is I would host a wrap party for them, and then they would never have a wrap party again after that. Like, because I'm not there, I don't know, I feel like maybe you get them comfortable or something with you explaining everything, and then they'll never have a wrap party after that. So I think I need to work on like showing them how to do their own wrap party and present and make that easier for them. But I tell my team all the time to do wrap parties, to book launch parties, and I actually want to do a video. I was thinking of doing it soon on how to do a wrap party, and I was thinking of having like 3 or 4 people on the couch and just kind of pretending like you hand out this and that brochures, you go over the party pad, and kind of like a quick 5-minute video on how to do a wrap party, and having the little bowl with the money in it and stuff. And just so I could send out to my team, like, this is how you do a wrap party. You're responsible to launch yourself from this video. Because I did my own wrap party when I first started. Like, my upline lives like in another state. So I had to do my first wrap party. So I had my mom come with me, and we had a luggage full of stuff, and I had a big white dry erase board, and I like drew out the compensation plan, and I did everything so wrong, but I made Rap Cash and I signed up a distributor that day. So it's like, even if you don't know what you're doing it wrong, you just do it, and then you learn from that. But I do have a lot of girls on my team who are like scared of doing it wrong and messing it up. So I want to have some kind of video that shows how to do a wrap party, and probably add that to my training website.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I've been going live at my last couple wrap parties, and so I feel like that's been going really good.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I want to open this up if anyone on here has any questions for her. Thank you so much for taking the time out. I don't want to waste any more of her time. Does anyone have any questions for her? Carrie does.
I do.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for coming on here. Like, I'm just soaking up everything that you're saying. I'm like, oh my God, I have so many ideas. So, what do you exactly have your new enrolling distributors post? Like, what is your first post that you have them do? Do you have them do like pick?
I don't have a specific. Yeah, I don't have a specific post. I do have diamond leaders on my team that are like way more green than I am, like green personality, where they have everything like set up. I don't really have that. I'm more just like a going with the flow person. So I'll tell them to go through my page and to copy a post that they like. If they want, I'll send them the caption. But I just send a screenshot of some of my posts, and I'll tell them just pick from whatever you want and post it on your page. So I let them do that, but I always tell them that if anyone messages you or texts you about something, always send me a screenshot, and I'll help you like continue that conversation. Because that's something that happens, is like they'll tell me, oh my God, somebody wrote to me, what do I do? And I don't want them to feel alone, like they have to answer them themselves. I always have them send me screenshots, and I'll continue the conversation, and they'll just copy and paste what I say until they learn how to keep the conversation going on their own. And I always tell them they could use any of my posts. And also I tell them for them to find posts on Instagram to look at whatever, whatever product that they want to talk about, and hashtag it. So if they want to talk about the defining gel, they could put hashtag on Instagram, it works defining gel, or it works stretch mark cream, or it works wraps, and they'll find tons and tons of pictures on Instagram, and they can select the one that stands out to them or that they think they want to post on their page. I just always tell them to make sure the picture is clear. It doesn't look like a reposted a million times screenshot. And then from there, I just keep the conversation going with the screenshots. Like I help them with that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I do have a couple, like I have a hard time with some of my team that they're like, oh, well, I don't want to place down low because, you know, that's like 5 levels down. And I'm like, well, that box needs to be filled either way. So how is it going to get filled? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so hopefully they're on here, or they can see this recording, because, you know, Shauna and I are triple diamonds, and there's other ambassador diamonds that we do Zooms with, and they don't care if it's 20 levels down. If that's like somebody on a diamond chart that's going to help you get to the next level, you're going to get paid more in that higher level. So stop worrying about 10%, 15%, 5%. Like, don't even look at that. Just look at, if you promote to the next rank, you're going to get paid this much more. And if that person is like an emerald trying to go diamond, for example, if they fill in that box all the way down there and they get to diamond, they're going to start getting cap bonuses from then on. Or like, it just makes sense, you know? So tell them that after their ambassador, if they want to keep everyone in their top line, have them do that, because they've already built themselves to where they need to be. Then they can just keep everyone if that's what they want to do. But while they're building, they can't get emotionally attached to somebody and want to keep them close to them, because they're never ever going to promote if they think that.
That's exactly what I'm going through, and it's just like I know you think they're going to be a rock star, but they still need to be like,
even if they're a rock star, it doesn't matter.
Stop putting them up high. I know.
Yep. If that person is a rock star and you put them on your 11th level, eventually when they promote, they're going to start replacing everyone in that leg. Right. So they're going to be up there on your top line, like as a leader anyways. And there's been so many distributors that I'm like, this is my rock star, and I place them, and then I talk to them and I don't hear back from them, or something happens in their family, they get distracted. Like, you never really know who's your rock star in those 24 hours when you have to place, because everyone is excited and wanting to work and ready 100%, watching training videos, taking notes on their first day or first 2 days. And then from then, it's like life happens and then they just disappear. And you kept them on your top line when that box down here is still empty that you need somebody there for anyway. So it doesn't matter, even if they're rock star, place them somewhere, because they're going to move themselves up if they really are that rock star. So it doesn't matter.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
And as long as you're completing your steps to success every month, you're going to still be bringing new people in, because that was another thing, is they're like, well, what if I fill this all, and how am I going to maintain that? And you maintain it by keep completing your steps to success, because then you're going to find a rock star. But if you get there and then you stop working, of course it's going to fall apart, because this business isn't for everyone. If this was for everyone, everyone would already be ambassadors. So there's going to be people that are going to come and go, but those rock stars are going to stick. And if you're always bringing in new people, that's the only way you're going to find the ones that are going to stick. So I love it. Thank you so much. Does anyone have like one more question?
I do.
Okay.
My one question is hi, first of all. I've just literally been soaking in everything you've been saying. It's awesome. But my one question is, for me, sometimes I feel like I'm not motivating my team because I don't always post everything. I'm always working. I was just at the dentist with my friend. I gave out 2 Blitz cards. Mm-hmm. I was at the park yesterday. I befriended one of the moms. I'm not even a mom, but who cares? So I feel like sometimes my team doesn't see me working, but I am working, and like I'm a full-time hairstylist as well, so I can't post everything that I'm always doing. So my question is, how do you keep your team, I guess, motivated? Or I don't even know if that's the word, because I just don't want to be my team's stumbling block, because they don't see me literally doing everything that I do.
Okay, so you're saying you can't post pictures of everything you're doing? Like,
I mean, I do. So many? Yeah, I do, but I'm just saying I can't post every single thing. Like,
so
I do
what I
take a
would tell
picture.
You to do is, because like your team is going to follow what you're doing, and you're actually doing a lot of amazing things. So I would just take a picture of everything that you're doing, and maybe at the end of the day, do like a slideshow or one of those posts of everything that you've been doing, to say, oh my God, today was such an amazing day. I met so many people. I'm so excited, blah, blah, blah. So your team can see all the things that you're doing, and maybe tag some of them and create like a challenge or something for your own team. And just say, I want to challenge you guys to blitz 2 new people every day, whatever. And then just do it yourself and start tagging them and encourage them to like follow what you're doing by doing some kind of challenge. But really, you can't really motivate people. You just have to show them what you're doing and be excited. And the people that are going to stick around, they are going to be excited naturally, just because they're like admiring what you're doing, and they're going to do the same thing. And then there'll be other people who don't really care what you're doing, because they're with one leg out already. Like, they're not even going to stick around anyways. And there's not much that you can do to motivate them. So those people are going to leave anyways, and the ones who are like in it, they're going to accept your challenge and they're going to go for it. So I would say to challenge, do like a blitz challenge or something like that, or talk to 5 people a day, take a picture or take a selfie with someone in the blitz card, and whoever has 5, you know, you get entered into a raffle. You do a raffle at the end of the month for like a free shirt or something. I don't know, just keep it exciting. I do end of the month raffles and stuff on my team also for volume and just to get people excited.
Okay. Thank you.
I love that idea of the slideshow at the end of the day. That is such a good idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of apps like I don't know the names of them, like Photo Grid or whatever, but it's kind of like a slideshow of all the stuff that you've done. Maybe you can add self, and that's also good to post on your Instagram, because there are people following you that know about It Works, and they know other people that have tried it and they haven't been successful, so they don't really believe in the company or they don't believe in it that much. But if they see you out there working every single day, they're gonna want to try it, and they're gonna want to do it with you, because they want to join someone that is doing something and that's gonna help them do something too. So that's going to also help you get distributors, is by posting that on your Instagram and Facebook. Like, oh my God, I had such a successful day today. I'm so excited. I met a few people, whatever, you know, hopefully I can get them to do the 90-day challenge soon. Yay, whatever. And then the next day, just keep posting what you're doing and let your team see that you're actively working the business.
Okay.
And also, I forgot to say, like a tip is for everyone here to have some kind of It Works shirt. Or if you don't have a shirt, like if you don't want to wear the same shirt every day, like 100% get a bag. Like I have this It Works like purse thingy. I have this It Works purse. And it's like you can wear whatever clothes you normally wear, but have something that says It Works on it, or crazy wrap thing, and just leave the house and walk around with it. Or if you go to the gym or you work out, make sure you have some kind of It Works leggings or something, so that people come up to you and they ask you. Like I'm doing workout boot camp classes now, and I always have something It Works on. And like a few girls have told me like, oh, you do that rap thing? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. What's your Instagram? I'll follow you. So I make them give me their Instagram, and then we switch Instagrams right away. I'll start liking some of their pictures so that I get their attention. And then they'll go through my page and they'll see like me doing team trainings, doing this and that, rapping people. And then little by little, like I know I'm going to get messages from some of them saying, how does the business work, whatever. So you connect with people that way, and just use your shirt or your bag or something to get the conversation going.
Love it.
I have one more question.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about how do you get new people to talk to? So you've been doing this a while. You're probably in the same position that, you know, like I am. You've worked through your warm market pretty much. So yeah. You do yours mainly through Instagram. So do you cold message? Like, how are you getting new people to talk to every single day?
Yeah, I don't even have anyone joining that is warm market. Everyone is just people that I talk to on Instagram and Facebook, mostly Instagram. But I just follow a lot of people. Instagram now has this thing where if you go to someone's page and you follow them, it shows you like related people to them, or like suggested friends. And anyone there that looks like a woman, I'll just start following them. I'll go through different ones. I'll click on someone else's page and I'll follow them, and then they'll have related people. So I go from friends of friends of friends of friends. It's really cool when I run into a mom who has like a baby in her profile and her page is private, for example. I'll go to her page and follow her, and there'll be like so much other moms with kids in their profile picture that I'll run into. So I'll go to those people's pages, and because moms follow other moms, and that's just how it is. So I just follow lots of women, moms, and I have the Instagrams commenting and liking their pages, and I'm doing it on my own time. So sometimes a lot of times when they comment, like some people will like a few of my pictures, so then I'll message them and I'll be like, hey girl, thanks so much for the love. Are you interested? And I'll put a question mark. And sometimes they won't respond. Sometimes they'll just see it and and then I'll just leave it alone for a little while because I don't want to harass them. But then, you know, if they start liking my pictures again, I'll comment on one of their posts like, oh, I love this, I would love to work with you, or I'll just keep it going like that. And I just start conversations. And on every caption that I have, I'll put my phone number at the bottom and I'll say, text me, blah, blah, blah. So I'm telling people to contact me. And for those who don't contact me, I'll message them if I feel like they're interested by liking a lot of my pictures, which I get people that just like 10 of my pictures, and I'll comment, I'll follow them. I'll message them and ask them if they're interested. And that's just how I do it. I just do it every day and just follow. And then I also have the followers app where I unfollow people who haven't followed me back to give me space to be able to follow more people. And then it's just like a constant cycle.
Cool.
My warm market is like, please. Even though I have some people that I went to high school with that they're now contacting me like, hey, I want to know more about this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like took them almost 3 years to contact me. But, you know, so I do have my Facebook people that are just still watching me, and I know they're still watching me. But I work mostly with just cold market. And I love it because I know I'm never going to run out of people to talk to. So I don't have that anxiety like, oh my God, I don't have anyone left. And it's like anyone that feels like that is because they're not blitzing, they're not following people, they're not out there meeting people. So, yeah, so that's how I do it.
Love it. Can we take a group picture real quick?
Yeah,
take one and send it to me because I'm on from my phone, so it only shows me 4 people at a time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Eric, we need your signature.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
So funny. Everyone is posing. Okay.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. I feel very special.
Oh, thank you.